Hear these words of Jesus from the 12th chapter of the Gospel of John, verse 24. Very truly I tell you, unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. God takes 2 days to grow a mushroom, but 60 years to grow an oak tree. So, would you like to be a mushroom or an oak tree? Spiritual growth takes time. Have you been wondering, why is it taking me so long to improve? I'm still struggling with many of my weaknesses. Why? Because spiritual growth, like natural growth, takes some time. And the best fruit ripens gradually. Jesus said, very truly I tell you, unless a kernel of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. And when Jesus says very truly, or as we see in some translations, truly, truly I say unto you, he means, now understand this. Listen. This is very important. The point that Jesus stresses here is that just like a grain of wheat has to die in order to produce fruit, so we also must die to ourselves in order to produce spiritual growth. And dying to our own self-absorption takes a while. Our inclination is to unearth the seed periodically to monitor its progress, instead of trusting God to perform His work in our lives. Christ will produce life, or will produce fruit in our lives, if we stay in Him. In John 15:4, Jesus says, remain in me as I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. Another word for remain is abide, which means to live in. So Jesus is telling us that we need to live in Him. Abiding in Christ means staying in contact with Him, depending on Him, living for Him, and trusting Him to finish His work in our lives in His perfect timing. Wait for God's promised harvest, and in the meantime, delight in His presence in your life. God is happy with you at every phase of your spiritual growth. He's not waiting until you are perfect to begin loving you. He will never love you one drop more than He already does. So don't panic. Be patient. Spiritual growth takes time. And give thanks to God that you are one step closer today than you were yesterday. I want to thank all of you who donated to our school closet program this year, whether it be through VBS or through special gifts to the village church. Thanks to all of you, we were able to distribute school supplies and over $5,500 in cash and gift cards to our partner schools in St. Johns County this week. The folks at Osceola Elementary, Piccolata Crossing Elementary, Passetti Bay Middle, and Tocoi Creek High School were so appreciative of your gifts. And we were also able to feed the faculty, staff, and administration at Tocoi Creek a very special back-to-school lunch on Wednesday afternoon. Thanks to all of you who made that happen. Things are back in full swing with the village youth. Sunday morning marks the start of our 5th confirmation journey. Orientation is this Sunday at 10:05 a.m. for parents and students, and the class is open to all students in grades 6 through 12. Our Monday morning high school student prayer breakfasts begin this Monday at 8 a.m. In addition to a great breakfast and prayer time, we will also be looking at the life of Jesus during our Bible study this year. Wild Wednesdays return for our middle school students starting this coming Wednesday. Students must have all their forms filled out before they can attend. Wild Wednesday forms are available in the office at Passetti Bay Middle School, in our weekly student email, or from the church office. And of course, youth group continues each Sunday night from 5 until 6:30 p.m. This Sunday is the deadline to bring in your Christmas in July shoebox gifts for Operation Christmas Child. These gifts are the seed boxes that will grow as we prepare for the coming Christmas season. Our Fall Shoebox Sunday is November 19th. Congratulations to our music director, Nick Patterson, and his fiancée, Liz Ramos, who will be married this evening. We wish them a wonderful wedding and a Christ-filled life together. And finally, we want to invite you to join us for worship this Sunday at 9 and 11 a.m. Pastor George Powers will be our special guest this week, and we look forward to hearing his message. If you can join us in person, we would love to have you, and if you can't, be sure and catch us on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel at the Village Church at World Golf Village. Get going, keep growing, and have a great weekend.